Hi guys, how are you? I'm Robin, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to this brand battle. Now this one's all about volumizing powders. I've got VO5 up against Got2b. I had two potential brand battles for today. I had a dry shampoo and a volumizing powder, and I put a poll up on Twitter and you guys seemed to want this one. So I decided to do these two products because they're products I've owned for quite a while. They've sat on the shelf, not used so much, but I often find that when one of you asks for Got2b, you also ask for VO5. They are very much market competitors and are that sort of budget price. So I thought, this is very much a fair brand battle. So in this one, I'm going to talk about what the products actually are. Ingredients, packaging, ease of application, styling, volume, hold, washability, price, and then finally my verdict. Now, I always say this, if you are new, you've not subscribed, press subscribe right now. If you've already subscribed and you've not yet hit that notification bell button, hit it now. But here we go, brand battle, volumizing powders. So these are two brands that I'm sure you know. VO5, UK's #1 styling brand, so they really push. I think that's done on sales. I mean, these guys are absolutely everywhere. And then you've got Got2b by Schwarzkopf, which is a German brand, but again, absolutely everywhere, all over the world, and you guys seem to be using both these brands. So in terms of ingredients, both have got water at the top, but they've both got this key ingredient, silica silicate. Now, that is something which helps to bond to the hair, to thicken it, and to boost it. It also absorbs a lot of excess oil and sebum. Now, a lot of people will ask, like dry shampoos and also about sea salt sprays, if these damage your hair. Now, overuse, yes, if you used it absolutely every day and you put too much in, it could damage your hair. But guys, as I say with every single product, keep an eye on your hair, see what suits you and your own hair type. Into the point system and looking at packaging, we've got VO5 in this gorgeous little pink tub. Now I did look for a sort of men's version, it'll be exactly the same product, but actually, they don't do a men's one. So this is the sort of women's one. Give me texture, instant oomph powder. Not the most masculine. I'm not too bothered as long as the product's great, but I know a lot of you won't want this sitting on your shelf. Versus the Got2b one, which again is the women's version. They do have a men's one, which is a sort of green colorway, which is quite cool. But I actually quite like this purple one. Not much in it in the packaging. I mean, there is actually. Point goes to Got2b. Ease of application in this battle is slightly different than how I do it in other ones. I'm actually looking about the actual applicator of the product. Now the VO5 one has got one singular little hole for putting it out, which actually means that you can direct the product straight into the roots. Versus the Got2b one, which is more like this sort of star shape. It's got multiple little holes to sort of direct it. This actually makes it a lot more difficult. I'm sure if you've got lots of hair and you just want to get it straight through, then this is great. But if you're a guy with slightly shorter hair, then the point for ease of application goes to VO5. Now talking styling, the VO5 one takes to your hair straight away. It coats it, it builds it, and it gives it that texture. Versus the Got2b one, which actually is really very heavy. It saturates the hair, you can really feel it coating, and it's got some major stickiness to it. So the point for styling goes to VO5. Now both of these products give really great volume. This is what they're for, so if they weren't doing that, it would be game over. The VO5 one gives huge volume, but the hair still feels quite light, it doesn't feel weighed down. Versus the Got2b, which again has got great volume, but because it's stickier, it's heavier, the hair feels a lot more saturated. So for me, just because it feels a lot better, it feels more malleable, the point goes to VO5. Now for hold, I'm really seeing how the hair moves. I'm using them as styling products, I'm not using them as prep. I really want something that does move. If I'm going to shake my head, it will drop out, but how easy is it to put back? Now the VO5 one, even after shaking the head, there's still really great volume, and to put it back in is so easy. Versus the Got2b one, which again has actually probably better volume and hold in terms of the sort of shake test, I'm going to call it, but putting it back in is the same sort of problem with the styling. It just feels too saturated, too thick, and really very heavy. So the point for hold goes to VO5. Now if you're looking for a product that washes out with no bother, then none of these are for you. These are so difficult to wash out. The VO5 one took 2 shampoos in order to get out, and then a condition, and then the Got2b one took 2 shampoos and it still really wasn't out. So I'm glad I did this one second in the battle, because it actually was a bit of a nightmare and I feel like I've still got it in. So I'm really not impressed with this one at all for this. The point goes to VO5. Now both these products are very much budget products. I got them both in Superdrug, but I know they are available on Amazon, so I've linked absolutely everything down below. But the VO5 is 7 grams, it's £2.99 versus the Got2b one, which is 10 grams at £4.19. So per 10 grams, the best value one is Got2b. So looking at verdict, we've got 5 points for VO5 and 2 points for Got2b. I mean, this one is gone. Literally getting rid of it. Really unimpressed with that one. This one, actually, for a real sort of budget hair product, really very good. Gives great volume, good hold, is malleable, doesn't feel too heavy in the hair, and actually really very impressed. The only thing I would say lets this down is I think VO5 is missing a trick. Do a sort of men's version. I mean, it doesn't bother me in this pink bottle, but I know for a lot of you it might. Do a blue version and this will fly off the shelves. There you go. Very good. Well done, VO5. So there you go, brand battle, volumizing powders. Thank you so much for watching. We're not gonna have one next week, guys. I'm so sorry. We've got a mid-season hiatus. I'm pulling together a load of the comments. I'm gonna work out the ones for the next couple of weeks, and I just wanna give myself some headspace for that. But we will have, what will we have? Think ahead, Robin. We will have a street styled. And it's a street style I'm excited about. I'm in Brooklyn, it's fun, it's good, we'll have hair, we'll have clothing, all there. But thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed this brand battle. If you did and you've not yet pressed subscribe, then hit subscribe. Right now the button is up there, give it a big click. Also more video suggestions down there, stay with me and watch them, or head to my blog right here. But I'm gonna see you in my next new video, which will be Sunday. Bye bye.